What's going on, everybody? The Original Mako back with some new content, and we are going to be doing something where I'm going to be trying out some different roguelikes on this main channel to get sort of a quote-unquote second main game, because Gunfire's not updating as regularly as they used to, and it seems like they're in a little bit of a down time right now in terms of like players in the game and then viewership outside of the game. In order to keep the channel, kind of alive and flourishing, it's good to have at least something else I can kind of lean back on and make content on, so I'm not fully reliant on a single game. That being said, the Gunfire content's not going anywhere at all. There will be weekly, plenty of Gunfire content still coming out, trust me, and still on streams and stuff like that, but I want to branch out a little bit, and there's a new roguelike that came out. Obviously, a lot of you guys here are probably roguelike fans, so that's where I'm going to kind of stick with as the trying to find this second main game. But there's a new one very recently came out. It's called Loop Hero. You might have heard of it. It's picked up a little bit of traction. It's got a lot of people are really enjoying it right now, and I've played a few hours of it. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm just going to be making a video on it today, and hopefully potentially making more videos on it in the future. Maybe this will be the one that sticks. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But soundtrack, banging. Gameplay, really cool. I've been having a lot of fun. Seems pretty in-depth for how simple it looks. But let's just go ahead and hop into it. It's a deck building type of roguelike. I'll show you what I mean. Not quite Slay the Spire levels, but anyways, let's hop into it. We're gonna disable webcam and overlay for this because it is like there's not a really good place to put the webcam. On stream I have it, but for a YouTube video we're gonna go ahead and not do it, and we're gonna crank the music back up because it is pumping. So this is like my little base area, and as you can see I've got a bunch of resources over here. Those are used to build these different buildings. These different buildings, when you unlock them, like let's say the crypt, for example, which is probably what I'm working towards next, you place it near the cemetery, the final resting place of an ancient hero. Both magic and the unstable state of the world have taken a toll on it. Maybe its history will awaken some new qualities in you, and it unlocks a new class, the Necromancer, and unlocks the Ancestral Crypt Golden card if the Intel Center is built. The Intel Center is not built, but the Necromancer sounds cool, and I kind of want to get the Necromancer. But when you get these buildings, you kind of unlock, different cards that you can put into your decks, different characters occasionally. And we're just going to go on an expedition. So here is where we can build our deck, and it shows you how many cards you have in this certain kind of card type, I guess. So right here I have 2. The minimum I can have is 2, and the maximum I can have is 2. If we go down to here, the minimum I could have is 1, and the maximum I could have is 3. So it shows you the minimum and maximum of each genre of card you can have, and then down at the bottom, it shows you the maximum and minimum cards you can have for the entire deck as well. So we're rocking with fully maxed. Got a lot of really good stuff going on here, and I am going to be playing, I think I'm going to just play the normal, this character you get at the start of the game, the warrior. It doesn't have any particular benefits or disadvantages and has the highest durability compared to other classes, plus 2% damage for each second of the fight. And it shows you the kind of stats you can get on the gear. And I'm going to be starting with some gear because of some of my upgrades. And we're in Chapter 1. I have not beaten the first boss yet. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and hop into it, and I'll kind of show you guys what happens. So at the start, a loop is procedurally generated. And essentially we're going to go through, and these little enemies, we have to fight them when we get there. Our hero will automatically fight. Let's go ahead and equip. And as we fight, we'll either get cards or we'll get some gear that we can equip to upgrade stuff. And we're going to be getting resources and whatnot that I'll explain as that goes on. The 2 important things are up here in the upper left. The top bar is every day that goes by. Usually every day I get some health back and enemies spawn, stuff like that. The bar below it is when this bar gets full, the boss will spawn on our campfire. So as you can see, the campfire heals 30% HP upon entering, and I'll kind of explain the rest of the stuff as we go on. But we're about to run into our first fight here. So yeah, we got a couple of different cards. Cemetery, we're going to go ahead and place on the track, which this will spawn a skeleton every 3 days, so a little bit of a more difficult enemy to fight, but we'll get some better gear out of it. So that's why we kind of want to put those cards down. Treasury will be good for getting us some resources that we can use after the game's, or after the expedition's over, to build and craft some more stuff. Slimes, usually early game, are no issues at all. So rocks, you'll see a lot of these go down. They give you +2 HP and +2 more HP for every adjacent rock or mountain. So you can see right here we have a bar. Our health bar is the green one, and below it is our experience bar, which you don't normally start with that, but that's an upgrade from my camp. When that gets full, I can get a certain upgrade for my hero. Another cemetery. We'll kind of keep them close together. I like having them right after the start. Oh, so as you can see, the colors change in the background too. So this is a orange background, which is like the highest tier of gear, which means, as you can see, it gives you 3 extra benefits along with the max HP bonus. It's still level 1. The lower left shows you what level it is, but the color tells you what rarity it is. This is going to give us magic damage, defense, and regen per second. We'll get 3 less health, but I think that's definitely worth it. Villages are really nice because they heal you when you enter, and there's actually a really good way to buff them. So I'm just going to smack a village down here. There's a lot of, there's actually, despite, once again, the simplistic look, a ton of strategy that goes into it. We're going to put the regen per second ring on. And the weapons do the same amount of damage, so we might as well just keep it how it is. Another rock. Oh, we also have a grove. So groves will spawn werewolves every couple of days. And when you walk through these, they also give you resources. And now you can see up top, we're on loop 2. So we've gotten through the first loop, we're on loop 2. All of the enemies get harder, including the slimes. But it also means we get better loot that'll drop from it. So, okay, he evaded my attack. Like that. A much better sword, more damage, and it gives us a little bit of evasion. The stats are constantly updated right here to kind of keep track of how you're doing. The first boss, man, I'm telling you, the first boss is tough. Okay, so now we have Meadows, and Meadows will heal you for 2 HP at the start of every day. If you put them next to something, they become Blooming Meadows, which heal for 3 HP at the start of each day. And if you fully surround a treasury, you get some gear and some bonus resources, so it's usually a good idea to do that. Also, when we enter a village, we get a quest, so now this little slime has a crown on him. He's going to be harder to kill, but we'll get some extra stuff for killing him. So we'll put another grove down. Wheat fields are nice, because you can see over in the bottom right, they can only be placed next to a village, and they give it +10 HP to healing, and spawns a scarecrow every 4 days. So we kind of want to surround our villages with these. So now this gives us even more healing when we go through, which is obviously really, really nice. Health becomes a big problem, especially when we get to the boss. So we're definitely looking for as much healing as we can get. So I could change my ring to give us a chance to counter enemy attacks, or vampirism, which is basically just lifesteal. But I'm rocking with the regen per second right now, so we'll keep it. So yeah, as you can see, this slime's definitely a little more tanky. But we get a little bit of extra stuff. Oh, wait, we have a blood grove, right? So we can put this near groves, and the roots will devour enemies that have less than 15% HP left, which is useful. So we'll put it over there. And then we have another village, which we'll put right next to our thing. But now there's also a bandit camp, which spawns. They appear for every 2 villages that we have. And it'll spawn a bandit every couple of days. And bandits are also very frustrating to deal with. But I don't want to replace the regen per second ring yet. Another meadow. Put it next to our treasury. unlocks. So there's a very important card we're looking for. It's the rarest one that we have, but we need as many Oblivion cards as we can get. So hopefully we can get those kind of rocking soon. Another village. I'm actually going to wait until I hopefully find another wheat field before I place this down. Alright, we're on to the third loop. And our gear's not great. That's nice. That's a huge armor increase. It's level 4. And it's also going to give us 7% chance to counter, regen per second, and some vampirism, lifesteal. So that's massive. God, bandits are so annoying. They have such a high chance to evade. And if you're in a fight and you want to like see, you can see most of the stats. It's living, it has a soul, how fast it attacks, the damage it does, and its health. Which is kind of nice, especially on the boss fight, but... yeah, we'll put that shield on. Just better in all ways. Oops, another mountain. I actually have a really small amount of mountains and meadows right now. Usually we have more than this. Hopefully this quest slime will give us a little extra. And it does. Alright, so we have to keep surrounding this. Road lanterns are really nice because normally each tile can have up to 4 enemies max on it. But if you put down a road lantern, it lowers all the adjacent tiles maximum by 1. So like if I put one here, the maximum the tiles around it can have is 3. And I think I'm going to put one here. No, I'll put it here. Just so when the boss spawns, if we get to the boss, he spawns these little like temples around this campfire called Lich Temples. And for each one he spawns in, he does more damage. So if we kind of make it harder for him to spawn those in, it'll be easier for us. Which is also why we need the Oblivion cards, because they can help us get rid of it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so more wheat fields, which is good. Put one here, and then we'll put another village. So now we have 3 villages. These two, this one gives us 60. This one gives us 45, and this one gives us 45. So we get a lot of extra health when we enter those villages. And we almost have this treasury fully surrounded now, which is also pretty good for us. And there it is. So when we surround this, we'll get a bunch of resources. We'll get some gear. We'll get a couple more meadows that I'm going to put down here. 9% chance. Yeah, that's definitely better. And we usually never want to go down on levels on pretty much anything except for rings. Unless we're like specifically trying to build a certain stat, which I've done before. And once again, I still haven't beaten the first boss, so I don't know the exact strats yet. But I feel like I'm getting better with knowing the strategies and whatnot. We're about to be on loop 4, and we are nowhere close to every time you place something down, the bar kind of goes up a little bit. I think that's the only time it goes up is when you place stuff down. So even like doing loops and every day doesn't fill the progress up. It's purely based on things you place. I'm going to put this lantern in a smarter spot, which is over here. Just to make sure we never have to fight like 4 bandits at once or anything. Because I can tell you right now, 4 bandits at once would be a problem. Our XP bar is getting kind of close. Okay, damage, regen per second, and evasion. Yes, that is definitely a trade we want to make. Skeletons attack real slow, but they hit like a truck, and they don't take a lot of damage because they have really high defense, so. Alright, 75, nice. But we have all of these farms here, or villages, that are going to heal us. So, shouldn't be too big of an issue. Should definitely be back to full health after this. Oh yeah, absolutely. The problem as we keep going is if we get like one of our quest enemies as like a skeleton or one of the harder enemies, then it starts getting a little bit more difficult to deal with. Also, we got a mountain peak now, which just gives us more HP. And it also spawns in harpies every couple of days, which are just, once again, more enemies for us to fight. Okay, so we definitely want this ring. We'll lose a little bit of regen per second, but 10% evasion and 3 defense is much better than a level 1 ring. And we also leveled up. So we get to choose a new trait for our hero. Hero leaves 10% of his findings in a camp while passing through a campfire tile. That's kind of useful if I think I might die, because if you die, you lose 60% of your, or 70% of your resources. You can leave early while you're on the campfire and keep all your resources, or you could leave when you're not on the campfire and keep 60% of your resources. So it's kind of a trying to play it smart game in terms of your resources, but I'm not going to take that. Hero rushes into battle head on, and his first attack is a 75% chance to stun each enemy for 1 second. It's not bad. After receiving this effect and after every loop, the hero receives a bar of Phantom Protection that's equal to 65% of the max HP. All damage is ignoring defenses. So I've never tried this one, so I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to see what how good this Phantom Protection really is. Hopefully it can keep us alive for a bit longer. That's not bad, actually, especially if we get it every loop, too. Also, we just got Oblivion. So, as you can see, it's the rarest one we have. The rarity is determined by how many circles are filled in. And it erases any established tiles and erases monsters from the road. So, you could use it if there's like a group of 4 bandits or something that you don't want to fight. You could just Oblivion, and then that entire tile is just erased and goes back to the normal wasteland tile. Or, for example, this first boss, like I said, when he spawns in, he summons a bunch of these Lich Palaces around him that increases damage. So you can actually Oblivion those away to make him do less damage, which is the strat that I usually go for. Tier 5 armor, but it doesn't give us any extra effects, so we're not going to take it. This Phantom Protection is actually really nice. I think I made the right call there. I didn't realize the 65% would help so much. Like, this is like the 4th or 5th fight in a row. We're just not going to take any damage. Okay, and this is going to be our 10th rock. And for every 10 rocks, there's a goblin camp that spawns. So you'll see that spawn in right here. That's kind of a tough place for it, if we're being honest. And goblins spawn once a day, so they get to be really annoying. This is about to be a gauntlet down here. But we are going to have our protection back because of the loop. So hopefully we can get through it, and we should still be at full health definitely after this gauntlet, after we get through this gauntlet. Holy 3 regen per second and 20 defense? I think 5.4 regen per second is the highest I've ever had. See, now this quest skeleton, you can see we're kind of like tickling him, which is not good. Our Phantom Protection is going to be gone. That's the only problem with the villages, is dealing with really hard quest enemies. Okay, we got a road lantern for it. That's not bad, actually. But, oh, wait, level 6. We're going to lose some of that regen, but that damage is too good not to. And 16% attack speed's kind of nice. So we'll pop it on. Okay, I got to be smart about this. Also, let's toss in another grove. I want to put this here just to make sure we never have more than 3 enemies at once while we're going through that area. Because those enemies are going to be a pain in the ass. Let's toss down another rock. Attack speed, regen per second, and vampirism. That's really good for our health. We would lose evasion and a little bit of defense. But for the health benefits, I think it's worth it, even though it's 1 level lower. The ring is like the only one that doesn't really matter how high the level is. Like, yeah, the higher level, the higher the stats are going to be. But even a low level ring, if it has the stats that you want, like the categories that you want, a lower level rings are perfectly fine. But being able to regen our health a lot is kind of nice. I don't think either of those are worth it, so just keep going. We don't have any villages to put those by the wheat field, so we'll just keep it. Nope. Damage to all, counter and evasion. No. We'll keep what we have. See, like, we're staying with our regen and vampirism. We're staying real close to max health throughout the fights, which is really nice. Because I'm telling you right now, to have even a slight chance at killing the final boss, we need to be at max health. 100% we need to be at max health. We're only about halfway right now because we're just not getting a lot of good stuff to put down. We'd get a lot of health, but we'd lose a lot of stuff if we do this. But it's 2 levels higher, and that max health's pretty important, so we're gonna do it. Alright, let's put down another grove so I can start getting this up a little bit. 12 vampirism. And we lose some more regen per second. No, let's keep what we got. I like what we've got. A level 5 gray shield, not even gonna look at it, honestly. Hey, we finally got some crystals. Okay, so these crystals, like it says in the bottom right, they double the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles. So like if I put these down here, which is what I'm gonna do, all the meadows that are near it will heal for double. And they'll turn into blossoming meadows if they're right next to it. So we'll double stack these. And now all of these heal for double. Also put a treasury down. And hopefully start getting some more rocks to surround that treasury up there. Good. That's a meadow, not rocks. But this crystal I'm just going to put here to prevent some of the liches' palaces from going down when the boss spawns in. Assuming we're going to try the boss, that is. We'll see if it might be a better idea to just take our resources and run. But for the first video on this game, I'm going to try to be pretty ambitious. Attack speed 24%. That's crazy. But I'm liking what our health's doing right now, so no is my answer. Alright, about to be on loop 6, which is kind of crazy. Usually by this time we're pretty damn close to spawning the boss in, but we're not even remotely close right now. Maybe that's a good thing though, because we'll start getting a lot higher tier stuff, and maybe our gear will put us in a much better place to be more prepared for the boss. I don't know. 114 I just got hit for? Golly. Max HP is a little bit lower, but the evasion's higher. Is 3% evasion equivalent to 18 health? I'd rather keep the health, I think. 3% evasion's not going to do a ton for us. Higher damage and But you lose 16% attack speed, but you also get 11% chance to counter. Nah. I'm good with what we've got. God, skeletons really do just hit like a truck. What does this have? Damage to all? No. That just does whenever you hit an enemy, all the enemies take an extra 7 damage in that case. I haven't found that to be super useful, but I haven't really tried to do a full build around it yet either, so maybe it is, and I just don't know. Maybe I'm just being kept in the dark about it. No. Damage to all again, we don't want it. Honestly, I've barely even really needed these villages. My health is really staying up there, which is really, really nice. I need more cards to throw down. I'm really not finding anything. Regen per second and attack speed. We'll lose a little bit of all of our vampirism, so we won't have any lifesteal. But I think that's worth it. Puts us back at 5.4 regen. And our attack speed is now 24%, which is nice. Oh, it's a quest bandit. Ooh, that's a little frustrating. Actually, we're still chilling though. Like, we're not losing a lot of health. I mean, if he could stop evading us, thank you. There's nowhere we can put this to double it. So let's put it, actually we can put it over here. We're up to 48 HP per day. That's not that good, honestly. Okay, see, like, now we're starting to lose some health, which concerns me. But we do get another trait. 10% chance upon hit of stunning target. Damage increased by 20% of defense value. That's only 5 right now, but that's not bad. Full hand of Oblivion cards. I don't want a full hand of Oblivion cards. Or maybe I do. I don't know, screw it. Let's do it. It'll also heal us when we use them, so. I'll probably use one up here at some point. I think I'm okay with this fight, though. I mean, I still have to fight some things so I can get more cards and more gear and whatnot. Yes, I will take that. And attack speed and counter. But lower health, no. A lot lower health, actually. No. So now we're guaranteed to Oblivion all of the Lich King's stuff, which is nice. I don't know if using Oblivion gets us closer to the boss or not, honestly. More wheat fields. That doesn't help us. Alright, so we're gonna Oblivion that. Adios. That just restored a lot of health, it seems like. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it didn't restore as much as I think it did, but that felt like it restored a lot. I didn't really look. Level 8 longsword. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. I don't think it got us closer to the boss, though. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I've ever gone around for loop 7. Ever. Which seems kind of crazy. Alright, so another mountain. The treasury's complete. Oh god, so many things. Defense, counter, and evasion, no. Regen per sec, evasion, vampirism, damage to all. I'd rather have a much better set of stats than that, so I'm not doing it. We'll keep the rocks going. Battlefield, we finally got one of those. That spawns a chest after each loop for us to fight. We'll throw down another cemetery so we can just get closer. We're going to go ahead and Oblivion that. Okay, so we did get a little bit closer for using Oblivion. It's good to know. Another meadow. We'll take it. Come on. I mean, slimes and stuff aren't going to give us the best gear. Like, I know that, but maybe a little bit more something to work with. Hey, another treasury. Let's plop that down here and start putting some meadows around it. All right, well, we are officially on loop 7. I am hoping we can find enough things to place down so we don't get to loop 8. Because I feel like at that point, we're just overdoing it. Okay. God, these skeletons are going to rinse this armor. It's going to be gone before it even got here. Oh. Oh. See, whenever a skeleton evades my attacks, it makes me upset, but whenever I evade a skeleton's attacks, it's really nice. So, yeah, the health increase is too good. Oh, so that skeleton turned into a lantern because of the, that blood battlefield that card that we just put down pretty recently. And it gives a chance for enemies to turn into ghosts after they die. Oh, okay, pause. 27 defense. We'll keep what we've got. Road lantern. They do stack. So if I put this one here, this will drop down to 2 enemies, which is really useful. So we'll do that. And yeah, keep going. I feel pretty good about this, honestly. I just want to get enough cards so I can fight the boss soon. I guess it's probably better the higher tier gear we have, though. So maybe we do want to do one more loop. I don't know. But I feel like the farther we keep trying to push it, the more in trouble we're going to be. We'll do that. I think that was worth it. No. Okay. Can we get some cards or something, enemies? Come on. Magic damage, we definitely don't, we're not super concerned about that. Level 6, we're not concerned about. Let's see these rings. No. Counter regen per second vampirism. It would half our regen per second and we lose some attack speed. I don't think it's worth it. I really don't. Oh, golly gee. Yeah, we're gonna Oblivion that. Sorry. I know I failed the quest, but I'm not dealing with that fight. No shot. Hey, we got another Oblivion back. Nice. More meadows. Pog. We might actually get to loop 8, which honestly is insane to me. Another lantern. Let's put that right here. It's not super useful, but if we get to loop 8, it's going to be useful. Which one's... Oh, level 9 shield. counter evasion vampirism. It actually has less defense, but it gives us a wider variety of stats, which I don't actually want. I'll keep the regen per second. But seeing tier 9s is a good sign. Maybe we could get a nice tier 9 weapon. Maybe a tier 10 weapon even, if we're feeling a little frisky. I don't know. Maybe. Let's put a treasury here. Start putting rocks around it. Okay. That's a tier 5 weapon, thank you. And we're gonna hit loop 9, or loop 8, everybody. Wow. Bloodgrove, put it down. Hey, it's our first chest. Chests have a chance to fight back. I don't know what the chance is, but that one obviously didn't want to. No. We're good. Another rock. And here we go. Loop 8. Nice free chest. We like that. Tier 6 weapon. No thank you. This tile that has 3 skeletons, I'm probably oblivioning. I'm going to oblivion it. Ghosts are usually kind of nice because we get just extra stuff from it. The problem is they're really good at evading, kind of like the bandits, and they attack really fast, so they're pretty frustrating to deal with. We got another one. Oh my god. Okay, so another meadow, another mountain, more wheat fields that we really can't do much with. Yeah, we're gonna wait until this fight's over, and then we're gonna oblivion after, because it should heal us, and we were at max health, so we don't want to heal when we're at max health, obviously. That'd be kind of not the best idea. Damage to all and defense. So we lose regen, but we get some damage. I'll do that. Oblivion. Adios. More attack speed. No, I think I keep the regen. More crystals. Once again, at this point, we just want to put these down. That way, we can get this boss spawn before we go to, like, loop 80. 3 regen per second. Gives us a little bit of magical damage and more defense. So, that's a huge increase. We're at 1200 health. We're at 5.4 regen per second, 16% counter chance, 73 HP per day. Not bad. Not bad at all. I don't want that ring. It's not super great for us. Once again, thanks to the luck, or the oh, we're about to level up again, actually. That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna put this. I can't. I have to put it next to a village. I don't even if I wanted to. This tile, I can tell you with 100% certainty, is getting oblivioned. 20% of defense. Yeah. Give us a little more damage. Why not? Let's put. It's actually oblivion. Well, let's put this meadow down, and then let's oblivion the tile, and then put a grove there. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Mountain. Let's toss a village here, which means we'll toss some wheat fields down. That'll heal us a little bit. And we are gonna be fighting the boss after this loop. Finally. Hopefully we're at like full health when it happens. That's the plan, at least. And we might have a chance. I don't know. There it is. All right. The music's about to kick up, baby. All right. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 Lich Palaces. I'll Oblivion them closer to the end of the run here. Because, you know, if we have lost some health or something, it gives us a chance to get that health back. Rock. Another village. Another wheat field. Man, the music, the 8-bit music is just popping. Treasury complete. We'd lose 6 defense if we do that, so we're not going to do it. Oh, I can't put a rock there. Oh, that's not good. Alright, well, we'll definitely be at full health. Alright, well, it's about to happen, so let's Oblivion, and there should be no more Lich Palaces, and maybe we might just have a chance to defeat this first boss. We could get a little extra health here. We'd lose a chance to counterattack. Damage to all doesn't matter in this fight. I'd rather have the little bit more health. Well, let's see how it goes. This boss, I'm telling you, he is nothing to play around with. But, oh, we get a little bit of Phantom Armor, too? This is our best chance. This is my best chance I've had. Come on. No, he evaded the first attack. That's a terrible sign. You got this, warrior. Let's go. No. Him evading attacks is just a massive issue. Come on, we got this. Good shit. Good. Come on. If he doesn't evade... Oh. If we can very much minimize the amount of attacks he evades, we've got a chance. Nice. Nice. Let's go, baby! We beat the first boss! Finally! Oh... Result is not perfect. You are in no position to refuse, you sack. Yeah, you sack of bones. What is he? Is he vomiting? What's going on? He's already received everything I could gather. I just wanted to see how our crusade against the universe would end. To witness what would come of it, my presence is no longer required. Who is he? I get it. You're connected somehow, right? That's why. You will find out soon enough. This anomaly will not escape his attention. Now my explanations would be meaningless to you. Spare me your wheezing and just die. If that sack of bones was telling the truth... I have a long journey ahead. I will build my whole world from scratch if I have to, and the skull of that monster will be the first brick in its foundation. Yes! Wait, we keep going? What's going on here? Resources cap. Oh, wait, so is this like a permanent increase? Okay. So, plus 1%, or plus 1 resurrection charge. Excuse me. Resource cap in the expedition is increased. Awaken fragment. 2% chance to get a whole resource sphere instead of a chunk. Let's have a chance to resurrect. Shoot. I think that's the best thing we can go with. If we're being honest. Or the resource cap, maybe. Let's do that. Doesn't have to end. You can retreat to the camp with all your findings. It always forgets retreat. You keep all your resources. Well, let's stay for a little bit. Let's do one more loop at least. Attack speed, vampirism. I kind of want to see what we can do with one more loop. So let's do this last loop. I mean, if I die, I literally come back to life. Man, we're getting some bad rings. I still have 2 Oblivions. Higher damage, attack speed up. Yeah, let's throw it on. Let's just do a ton of damage. Regen per second 2.4 and evasion. We definitely want that. Finally, a decent ring. Jeez. No. $11. Oh my god. We're getting some high tier stuff here. I mean, it's Battlefield's pointless. This is the last loop I'm doing, but we're gonna get more resources out of it. So I can put this here and complete the treasury. Heyo. Didn't really give us much to go with, though, honestly. Just to make sure we get back to the loop, I'm going to just Oblivion the 2 problematic tiles here. 3 regen per second, 26 defense. Attack speed 28. This is actually better. Okay, let's Oblivion that. Yes, I know I failed a quest. Am I concerned? No. It's actually just fine with me. Toss another mountain down. Kill this slime. And then bye-bye. We will, however, we'll fight these 4. None of those are quest enemies, so I'm a lot less concerned about it. I mean, yeah, we're doing just fine. Damage, attack speed, counter. No. Wheat fields don't help us. I know this is kind of pointless, but still want to do it anyway. I'm basically pumping my stats right now. Nothing can even touch me. Nothing can even touch me. They really thought they had a chance. No shot. Yeah, all right, we're almost back. We've almost finished loop 9. And then we'll go back to camp and kind of spread out see what we can do with all of our resources. Last fight. Make it a good one. Can we get to 100 per day? Oh, 99. Oh, wait, we have another meadow, though. 101. Nice. All right, so now this little symbol means now's a good time to retreat. So, we're off the scene with all these resources. The Lich is dead. The curse has been lifted, but... What Lich and what curse? I believe you, of course, but I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't remember the dead sorcerer? The one in the fur coat holding a scepter, all shrouded in star nebulas, floating above the world on his shining wings and eating it piece by piece? That's strange. Everything looks the same around here. Why? I guess he's not the only reason for this darkness, then. The skeleton has mentioned him. Whoever he is, he must have something to do with the obliteration of the world. It seems that I have no other option but to continue my expeditions. Well, yes, of course. Nice, we got Chapter 2. So in Chapter 2, enemies have 1 to 2 abilities. Their strength is at +0 instead of -5. Enemy strength grows +3% per loop. Bonus resources +40 and max amount 20 instead of 10. Everything else is the same. Okay, but let's look at what we can build. So we should be able to build damn near everything, which is correct. So do we go, I think we go with this first. We go with the crypt first to give us the necromancer class. Oh, you're interested too, eh? Not everybody appreciates this, not everyone understands. People can serve you not only with their voices, but with bones, swords, bows. And they are not evil if you don't fear them. You're right, I only need to raise a hand, and wait, I've never done anything like this before. If I remember correctly, the craft teaches itself, often through books or words or walls and stones, in your case, and it's an unusual way. Okay. Oh, I need 2 more for the supply depot. I was hoping I'd be able to do both. Oh well. It's alright. Did we get any cards? We would have if the Intel Center is built, but it's not built yet. So, all we unlocked was this new class, which he gets a book, a ring, an amulet, and a ring. Oh, jeez. Summon skeletons that fight instead of their master. Number and power depend on equipment and skills. So you can get attack speed, evade percentage, summon quality, regeneration, defense, and skeleton's power. That seems interesting. I wonder if that's the only... Can I look at like the other stuff? Oh, I can't look at what they do until I can build them. Damn. I wonder... There's probably one more class maybe, if I had to guess right now. Alright, so we need a few more materials to build the next upgrade, which I think I'm going to do Supply Depot and then Intel Center because I want this gold card. Whatever the gold card is. I don't know what gold cards do yet, so. But yeah, this is that was kind of like a quick overview of the game. I know it was a long video, but it's a lot of fun, and I would recommend picking it up, honestly. Like I said, it's relatively new, but it's really in-depth, and I'm sure the deck building is going to get insane as I unlock more cards, and as they keep adding new stuff, and as the chapters continue to increase. It looks like there's room for 4 of each, so also that second boss looks wild. But yeah, I'm probably going to keep making more videos on this. Potentially doing some, you know, like I would do with Gunfire, like guides, tips, tricks, all that type of stuff with the videos. So if you'd be interested in that, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you guys think of the game if you've played it, or if you think you might like it. It's a ton of fun, really cool 8-bit type game, and I've just been really enjoying it recently. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I love each and every one of your faces, and I'll catch you guys in the next